Okay, so with the filing, you would go here, click on files. So these are the files that supports your transaction in your bank. Let's say you have certain invoices or certain bills or bank charges, bank fees, bank statements. You can just come here straight and then upload files, or maybe from your browser you can just drag and drop. And another feature here is that you've got a specific email address set up for you when you sign up. So if you email the documents to this email address, it'll automatically pop up here. And then from here, you can assign them to transactions or things like that. So it mostly helps when an accountant, the tax accountant at the end of the financial year looks at, so he knows, okay, this transaction have supportive evidence. Okay, this is the invoice and they've received this amount of money or they've paid, things like that. Again, we've got folders. You can open different folders and then organize all your files accordingly. And there's another way where you can attach files. Is basically you click on this, like when you're posting a manual journals as well, and also invoices, bills and things. For example, I'll show you invoice. You go in there. So this is how the invoice looks like. So I haven't added online payments as of yet, but when you do the payment services, you need to do it. So hopefully this will get done. So you should assign the contact who you want to attach bills to. So I'll go with ABC and then hit files and then upload files. Yep, so you can attach. So when that bill, when this bill is open, on the corner, you could check if any files attached to it. I'll just show you if I can find one, because this is a demo company, so I'm not sure if there will be any invoices attached. So I'm just gonna open this one for the time being. Yeah, so there is no attachments here. So when you click here, there it will say, okay, there's a document or things like that supporting this transaction. So yeah, so you should know that you can also attach or look for documents in this section. Going back to your Xero Learning, so this also says pretty much the same things, the filing and all the files you can upload, and yeah, drag and drop email and mobile device. Okay, so what this is you can, there's an application, a Xero app or something, I think so, yeah, because I don't use that mostly. So there also you can generate invoices straight away, add receipts, or attach certain files there. You will still get it in the filing section, so you can move around or play around there. So yeah, so that's about the file. So this is how the invoice will look like, guys. I was trying to show you. So it'll say 1 because it's a document here. So you can just click on that document, save or download or things like that. Yep, so you can close them if you like, and that's about the filing cabinet, which is absolutely great what Xero has. So these are some of the touch-based scenarios that you would ideally need to know. So this is your first step. So now that you have an understanding about customer invoices, how you set up the invoices and all of that, and then the advanced settings we were touching base on. I'll just go through from here. So I'll tell you what we have covered. So you know to put the organization details, this should be done. The users, you know how many users are added, removing and all of that. Currencies, and again, invoice settings, payment services, you need to add to receive money and pay. And then email settings for the templates and all of that. And then, yeah, so that's about in the basic settings. And then if you go on to advanced, now that we have studied the financial settings, the tax rates, and then chart of accounts, and then tracking categories. And then this is where the conversion balances come in. I didn't touch base on this, not necessary, but I'm just going to show you on top how it looks. Yeah. So when you import or transfer the transactions, you'd say bank account, you have this amount of debit in there, savings account, accounts receivable, payable. You can add new lines and more and more. And then it always needs to balance the debits and the credits needs to, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So there's only one place where the debits and credits do not need to balance is in this section here. So you still can post transactions with differences. So here, for instance, there's a 19,000 difference because all on debit, there's no credit. So there's an adjustment account goes through to that, and then you can save it, and then that'll just go in your financials. So that's about the conversion balance. You won't play around on this much. So I think we have covered the first step for now. So you should be good. So potentially with all the explanation and learning, it might take about roughly 1.5 or 2 or 3 hours if you are doing the certification as well, so that you might need to answer all those questions, keep yourself check in line, and make sure that you are comfortable with where you have come. And then your day two, on the next day, we will touch base on invoices and bills. Okay, so let's just get started on that and stay excited. And guys, in the meantime, if you have any questions, please post it on the comment section so I can address to you specifically if you need more attention in certain areas, and I can definitely help you in any sections or any questions, queries you have. Okay, so yeah, let's get started for day two and finish off with that. All right, thank you.